Alright, so continuing with the video, this is the Lobelia syphilitica right there. I forget what it's called when you have the flowers on a spike like that. I can find out. I don't know if it's arachne, but I mean that's just really pretty. Just the blue flowers right there. And not all these are even flowering yet, so there's going to be more flowers to come. Like on this one, and there, and this entire spike. It's going to be blue flowers. This is the Silphium laciniatum, the rosin weeds. Hopefully you can see here, let me just try and zoom in or focus the camera. Yeah, you can see it has like the sandpaper like texture on it. These are gonna get like 8 feet tall. And here's another one right here. And then there's another right there. I planted 3 of them. And this is the Ambrosia artemisifolia, otherwise known as ragweed. A lot of people blame it on their allergies, but like pine trees and other wind dispersed plants have the same effect of causing allergies. This is the Aquilegia canadiensis. Here, just the leaves right there. And if you listen, you can hear the seeds rattling around. But these are pretty much done blooming, except this bloom right here. See if I can autofocus. Oh, the flower's breaking apart. Yeah, I guess this one's done blooming. I really don't like this tree. This is a Bradford Callery pear. And it's a highly invasive tree. We have 4 of them on my property. But I can't cut them down because we're trying to sell the house. This is the Eastern Blue Star. I think this is native a couple hours south of Illinois, or southern Illinois. But this should flower. Maybe it already has, but I don't know. It's a little bright, but I hope you can see the flowers somewhat well. I'm not sure what this is. It's native and I planted it, but I couldn't tell you what it is. Maybe it's Virginia mountain mint, like a pycnanthium. And then this is the Pennsylvania carex. It's kind of in rough shape. Carex pennsylvanica. This is I planted this last year. This is the Husker Red, Penstemon digitalis. It has kind of like the more red on the leaves. Right there. These are the fruits on here. It's already flowered. I didn't get a video when I was flowering because I wasn't home. This is more of the Aquilegia canadiensis. I don't really like how much this is spreading because it's becoming too dominant in our yard. And I want more of a diversity of plants. And then this is the Conoclinium celestinum, the blue mist flower. We have some Tyrrellia cordifolia. You can see the flower right there, and the flowers. Right there. This is the Elizabeth Oliver cultivar. So they don't all look like this in the wild. They're more of a darker green, and they don't have like the brown veins. And what I planted last year is I think I planted like a wild bergamot, and either it got ripped up or it just didn't survive, because I remember seeing it earlier and now it's just gone, and I'm really upset about that. But here's the this is a blue iris right there. I regret planting this because it wasn't the appropriate plant to put here. Yeah, because it's just way too dry, and I know the natives are drought tolerant, but like this is a wetland plant, and I made the mistake of putting it here. So I don't think this is gonna survive the winter, and I'll just put something else new in there. And this is a Vinca minor. It's highly invasive, but I can't really rip it out yet because I've done a lot of demolition in the yard. My parents aren't going to be happy if I do more. But I might rip it up like next summer. But we are trying to sell the house, so I'm going to have something to replace it with. But I really don't like it. Now, to the other side of the yard, here's the more of Conoclinium coelestinum. This will bloom in like October, September. This is gonna be wild before it blooms. It's I didn't mention it, but it's August 4th right now. I think some of my other recordings I did a few days ago, or a couple days ago. This is the Asclepias incarnata swamp milkweed. Yeah, Asclepias incarnata swamp milkweed. There's like a little, I don't know if that's a bee or a fly on it right now. Yeah, there's a lot of pollinators. These are the fruits. That's a fruit right there. And this is the monarch butterfly host plant. So sometimes if you look at it, you'll see the monarch caterpillars on it. I haven't seen any this year, but there should be some coming up. And this is another Asclepias incarnata. It is the ice ballet variety, so it's gonna be white flowers instead of the pink right here. It's a cultivar. I don't really recommend cultivars, but they're better than those non-native species. Right here, this is the GM triflorum from last year. It sprouted, or it did flower this year, but it's still small. I put it in the wrong spot. It was not meant to get this much shade. It's kind of a full sun plant, so I made the mistake of putting it next to stuff that's too tall. This is the Rudbeckia subtomentosa, and it's flowering. It's flowering right now. None of the flowers are in their full glory, but you can see it has like the lobed, deeply lobed leaves. Can have like just some regular leaves. Yeah, the regular leaves. And yeah, that's really about it. This is right here, this is the Ratsabeta pinnata. The flowers do have a smell. It kind of smells like grains, a little bit like that. And then this is a Vernania. I don't know if it's Vernania fasciculata, but I did plant this. It is a native Vernania. But this one I remember planting. This is like the Vernania fasciculata, which I'm certain it is. And here's underneath the Ratabita pinnata is the Tradescantia ohioensis Concord grape variety, and the flowers open and close at night. So there's one of the flowers. And then here's the Liatris spicata, Florizian white. The flowers are fragrant. And yeah. And then that's the Asclepias tuberosa, the butterfly milkweed. And I think the rabbits were eating it, so that's why it's kind of in rough shape. in a rough shape. But I put some liquid fence on it, and I think it'll be fine. This is new. This is the Spigelia Marlandica. It's already flowered this year. It might flower more, but I need to cut back the Conocolium celestinum because there's not much space. And I'm about to run out of footage, so I'm going to make this quick. This is the Leatherwood Dryopteris marginalis fern. I have 27 seconds left. The Huchera Richardsoni. And more Spigelia marlandica. And this is Osmunda cinnamomea cinnamon fern. And 10 seconds left. This is the Penstemon digitalis, just the straight species. So the video is about to end. I'm going to end it right now.